Get you up to speed. Yeah, I was in a relationship. Yeah, I'm single. In fact, we just went to Europe together. We did UK, we did Spain, we did Amsterdam. I spent a bunch of time with her family. Met everybody that has made her the way she is. And yet we still split apart. I want to move this channel towards an actual representation of me, of the real talk, of what exists outside of the attention, outside of the loudness, and outside of the algorithms. So, how I'm dealing with the breakup, and why I say twin flame. Twin flame is a term that's thrown around in a lot of places. Here's why I say what I say. This relationship is a relationship none other like I've ever had before. And it's down to the fact that we had very similar upbringings. Although she's from the United Kingdom and I'm from Australia, I've got a Russian background, Russian Jewish background. She just has a United Kingdom background. That's it. We dealt with similar traumas. We dealt with similar ideas of how we created defense mechanisms of how to actually interact with the world. We spent a lot of our time in school alone, just observing people. And in that, there's deep pain, but also deep strength because we get to be our own individuals. I call us individual thinkers. We had to learn everything on our own, and we don't have that group mentality or group thinking. The relationship is super special to me. Head over heels in love with her, and she's head over heels in love with me on a really deep core level. And why we broke up? We broke up because there's a relatively large age gap, and there are a few things which just didn't align with where we're at timing-wise. There's a few things that she still needs to learn that I don't want to take her through. And there's things that I need to learn. What I need to learn is I get pretty attached to stuff, which is really great because I didn't have a lot of human connection while growing up. My natural desire is when there is a human being that I really fancy or really like, and they fancy me, I tend to throw away a lot of my life and start stopping doing what I usually do alone and instead throw everything at this person. And that's tough because over time I begin to get disillusioned with what I'm up to and like what am I all about. Separation ceases to exist, and it's hard when you're both running businesses or you're all online and you're always in each other's space. It's difficult. How I'm dealing with it is I've come back home literally. I'm jet lagged right now. I'm jet lagged. I've slept a total of 10 hours in the past 5 days, 3 of which were travel days, 2 of which I've been back home. I've got this to come home to, which is brilliant, but it's all covered in her memories as well, which sucks. How I'm dealing with it is one step in front of the other. No, I'm not interested in anybody else. No, I'm not interested in finding a partner. In fact, I feel like at this point in time, I've reached a point where I realize that I potentially may have found my person. And we, in time, will probably reconvene. Although we still have to say it is as a goodbye right now. That's my fucking oven. Why is it going on and off? Because I'm pushing it. All these electronic things just keep... I'm dealing with it by putting one foot in front of the other. 2 things that were a big gap for me is I have for about a year now been stagnant in the amount of income that I'm making. So my income is pretty much self-covered and I'm retired. I don't really have to work and can sort of live anywhere in the world, travel anywhere in the world. But for me, that isn't enough Not in that I want to buy nice stuff or buy nice things. I want to be able to hire more people and create a larger impact. By impact, I've always wanted to sing in my life. I've always wanted to sing and be on stage. I used to be a magician. For those of you that do or don't know, I came most entertaining illusionist in Australia once. Credentials. But really, what I always wanted to do is not hide behind items or wander, but I always wanted to sing. And I always wanted to sing and present a world-class act and be able to move people with just the power of my voice. Along that journey, I've also done a lot of stuff. I run several e-commerce businesses. I've written a book. My health and diet has been off in the past month because we've been literally separating as we go while traveling. So I want to take you on the journey of actually going through what it's going to take for me to get back into ridiculous shape and learn how to sing. No, I've never had a singing lesson. No, it scares me. It's the one thing that really scares me, because if I'm shit at it, it's almost going to feel like it's not worth living. But it's a learnable skill, and if I can convey some emotion, then I think we should be fine. So that's that. How I'm dealing with the breakup is one foot in front of the other. I want to look after myself. I want to have a skincare routine. I want to have a very dialed in routine. I've gotten rid of every single person I follow on all social medias. So I already don't follow pretty much anybody on one of my accounts, but now I've extended that everywhere else. But I'm still finding myself logging into the accounts and seeing what other people are doing, but there's no one there. So I've created for myself a really solo practice where I think for this moment in time is I really do need to be solo. And the only place where I do want to connect is with you guys. I want to be able to connect and share with you wherever you're at. Here's what I'm up to. That it's not always pretty in rainbows. Sometimes you have no sleep. Sometimes you're wearing a beanie in 32-degree heat because you've committed to a brand and a lifestyle that revolves around a beanie. And that sucks. But at the same time, I've done a lot of things that suck. And, you know, if I play the long-term game, eventually they pay off, and they pay off really well. Breakups are hard. Breakups are really hard. Apparently it's about 6 weeks, scientifically, that just the oxytocin withdrawal of falling asleep next to somebody is. 6 weeks. 6 weeks on just the drug withdrawal of another human being. Forget about if this person was special or not. Going through that, going through the fact that I can't sleep right now, like literally 3 hours a night, and still even wake up in those 3 hours a night, back to training hard, cleaning up the diet, so naturally I'm like still addicted to the sugar or whatever that I've had going through the breakup, because food is a vice for me. Great. Like it is for all people. Anyway, what I want to do is move this channel towards this kind of content. I'll post as much as humanly possible. Help me by letting me know in the comments like what you're going through, what you want to hear more of. I want to basically share everything. I want to share everything, anything that you want to know, anything at all that you want to know. I'm going to share, and I'm going to give you the honest, authentic truth, no bullshit, and I'm going to give it to you live. When I can bring this channel to a point, this specific channel to a point where there's more views and ad revenue is high enough, I'll hire a person and a video editor to make the videos a bit shorter, sharper, snappier. I want to be able to film daily of what I go through, and have you watch what it takes to go through a breakup, get your body back into amazing shape, take on a major new skill that I've always wanted to do, and take you all the way to the top of what it actually takes. And you know what it takes a lot of the time? A lot of hard work, and it's not pretty, no one shows it. They only show the top. So I want to give that to you. I want to show you that I can be a strong, masculine man, and I can harness that at any point and sharpen my sword. And at the same time, I can also drop in to how I generally feel and sometimes cry and shit. Cry and shit. Jesus, why am I making it so weird? Sometimes I cry and sometimes I feel my feelings. A lot of the time I feel my feelings. You can have both, and I think it's being able to use both to your advantage helps you get to where ultimately your spirit or your soul, wants to be. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Write to me in the comments. This is pretty personal for me. I want this to be really personal channel. So anybody that connects with me here I consider you part of the crew, part of the team, a friend, a person that really is out there listening to something real and challenging themselves and wanting to be the best version of themselves, because eventually we're all going to die. So life is short, and that means you're a person that wants to do something with their life. Have it good. Sorry, there wasn't an ant on my hand because this house is completely open, so I live with the animals. It's kind of cool, but sometimes kind of annoying. Really depends what mood I'm in. No sleep, pretty shit. But we will be back. In terms of energy, I will be back. The energy will come back. I need to learn to be patient with myself and go through what I'm going through. But I wanted to share the journey of the downs and the ups and all of it in between. So I'll see you in the comments, and here we go. Much love. Peace.